Flowers. Flowers contain the reproductive organs of a plant. Flowers attract insects to the plant so they can accomplish their main function, producing seeds. A flower is made up of 4 main parts: the petals, the sepals, the stamen, and the pistil. The petals are the resplendently colored, attractive part of the flower that draws insects to the plant in order to help with fertilization. Insects carry pollen from flower to flower. Sepals are usually green and help protect the petals. Before a flower blooms, the sepals protect the bud. After the flower is open, the sepals fold back and support the petals. The stamen is the male reproductive organ of the flower. Its filament supports the anther, which manufactures and stores tiny granular pollen. Pollen is transferred to the pistil, the female sex organ, by wind and by insects. This is called pollination. The stigma, located at the very top of the pistil, produces an adhesive substance that allows pollen to stick to it. The tube-like style connects the stigma to the ovary and allows the pollen to transport sex cells from the stigma to the ovary. The ovary contains ovules, the female sex cells. When the male sex cell from the pollen comes in contact with an ovule, fertilization occurs and a seed begins to develop. Flower parts can help us determine if a plant is a monocot or a dicot. These are short names for the 2 classes of flowering plants, monocotyledons and dicotyledons. Almost all monocots have flower parts in multiples of 3. If you find a plant with 3 petals and 6 stamens, it's most likely a monocot. Dicots, meanwhile, have flower parts in multiples of 4 or 5. A flower can be classified according to which of its parts are present. A flower is classified as a complete flower if it has all 4 parts: the petals, sepals, stamen, and pistil. If missing just one of the 4 parts, the flower is classified as incomplete. Wheat is an incomplete flower because it does not contain sepals or petals, even though it contains pistils and stamens. With regards to reproduction, flowers are also classified as perfect or imperfect. A perfect flower contains both the female and male reproductive organs, the pistil and stamen. Apples, tomatoes, beans, and sweet potatoes have perfect flowers. Wheat has an incomplete but perfect flower. An imperfect flower lacks either the pistil or the stamen. If the flower lacks the male reproductive organ, the stamen, then it's a female flower. If it lacks the female reproductive organ, the pistil, then it's a male flower. Pollen must move from a male flower to a female flower in order for a seed to form. Corn and cucumbers have imperfect flowers. The male and female flowers are located on the same plant, so they're also called monoecious. Both flowers appear on one plant. Asparagus and spinach also have imperfect flowers, but the male flowers appear on one plant and female flowers appear on a second plant. These are dioecious. Male flowers and female flowers appear on 2 different plants. Dioecious plants have to be planted with alternating sexes close to each other because the female plant relies on the male plant for pollination. Flowers and the seeds they produce are important to us because they're sometimes a food source. We eat the flowers, or florets, of broccoli and cauliflower plants. And we eat the ripened ovary of the plant, which is fruit, like apples, peaches, and tomatoes. We also eat many plant seeds, such as wheat, corn, peanuts, and rice. And now, let's explore the core. It is estimated that honeybees gather nectar from 750,000 flowers to make 6 ounces of honey. If the average jar of honey on a grocery store shelf contains 16 ounces, then from how many flowers would honeybees have to harvest nectar in order to fill the jar? The situation presents 2 quantities, flowers and ounces of honey. We have been given one ratio, 750,000 flowers to 6 ounces, or 750,000 to 6. The question poses a second ratio, X amount of flowers to 16 ounces, or x to 16. These two ratios can be set equal to each other to make a proportion in which the variable, x, can be solved for by cross-multiplying. So 750,000 to 6 is equal to x to 16. We cross-multiply 750,000 times 16 is equal to 6 times x to get 12 million is equal to 6 times x. Divide both sides by 6 to solve for x. Wow! To produce 16 ounces of honey, honeybees will have to visit 2 million flowers. These are some busy bees. Today's SAT word is resplendently. Because it ends in ly, we know that resplendently is an adverb. It means very brightly. In the lesson, we learned that insects are attracted to flower petals in part because they are resplendently or very brightly colored.